episode of PJ and the Beard, we're going to take a look at a pedal that dares to ask the question, what series do I belong to? But before we get into that pedal, I'd like to ask you to consider subscribing to the channel, click on the notification bell. Your interaction with us helps us interact with great people in the industry. In this case, we got the Zzounds library card out, but we went down the Keeley aisle, which we've been down before.
Many times.
They've been good to the show. We've done a lot of their pedals, but today we're going to be looking at their Monterey pedal.
Yeah, actually, probably one of the most requested pedals that we've got from
in comments,
yeah. Right? Because, like you said, which series do I belong to? Because people that watch the Leslie series like do the Monterey. People that watch the Envelope series do the Monterey. People that watch the Viking, like we've seen this a couple times. So we're really glad to get it in and go down this rabbit hole with you. I think we're going to start off. I'm going to get a quick overview of the switches, real quick, and then we're jumping right into clips. There's no way we can show you everything, but we kind of found some stuff that we liked. At the very top of the pedal, you have two knobs. You have a level and a fuzz. And so that is your fuzz control. So you're controlling the level of the fuzz and how much fuzz, and you do that with this switch. So no matter what you have going on, you can click the fuzz on. About 30 seconds ago, when we started to record this, we realized there was a switch on the top that we totally missed when we were like exploring the pedal. And that changes the order, puts the fuzz in front of everything or behind everything, which is brilliant, and I didn't realize was there. And we will go back and look at that, but I don't think it affects what we were doing. So next, you have a toggle in the middle. All the way over is your Leslie sound. In the middle is your vibrato sound, envelope filter. If you're on envelope filter and you take the depth all the way off, you turn it into a wah pedal if you have an expression pedal. If you're on the rotary sound, where it says octave becomes the control of your horns and stuff. Trying to make it as simple as I can here. Over here, we have a depth and a rate, which is pretty self-explanatory. Turn the depth up, turn the rate up. You have a level over here, turn the effect up. If you're on vibe or on envelope filter, noon on the octave is no octave. If you go this way, you get octave up. And if you go the other way, you get octave down. And of course, you turn that side on with this switch. I think that's everything. It's a lot.
It is.
So essentially, let's break it down. This is a fuzz pedal, envelope filter, wah pedal, vibe pedal, rotary pedal, octave up pedal, and octave down pedal.
I think it's 7. I think I wouldn't get above 10. I'd take my shoe off.
Yeah, they really packed it in. So let's start. Let's start with the series. I think I've been talking for a long time, but I think we probably should start with the rotary. Right. So we're going to start with a rotary pedal. So I took the clip that we play with that Leslie sound, and I grabbed our trusty Mission Engineering EP1. Which is on the floor. I didn't put a pedal cam on because I didn't want to show off my tie-dye Crocs that I have on right now. You have to decide whether I'm telling the truth or not. And then played it with the American Strat. 60th anniversary, I think, right? 60th anniversary American Strat. Sound a little bit like this.
All right, for the next clip, I went into Univibe territory. I grabbed the PRS Silver Sky. I played it through the Tyler. Everything was through the Tyler. And I had the Echo Tour on. And I started out with the Vibe clean. And then in the end, I engaged the fuzz and fuzzed out.
So that addresses that Leslie Sound series, addresses the Vibes, Univibe series. What about the envelope filter part? And so I grabbed the Michael Dolan custom guitar to see if we could get that Jerry sound. I'm going to be honest, I put the envelope filter part on, and then to kind of fill it out a little bit, because it is a higher voiced envelope filter, to fill it out a little bit, I rolled just a little bit of that octave down into it, and I really liked what I got. And so it sounded like this.
So those were the features in that pedal that touched on some series that we've done. Now we're like, well, what else does it do? Well, what we ended up doing was grabbing this Les Paul with thornbuckers in it, rewired by David Barber. Sounds great. I got this. We took the octave up, clean octave up, not all the way up, but pretty far up, and we made this try to sound like a 12-string, and no, I did not play Bon Jovi. So for my final clip, I turned that depth all the way down, went back to the envelope series, but when you turn the setting, when you turn the depth all the way down, it turns it into it turns it into a wah pedal to use the expression. So we got the EP1 back out and just wanted to see what it was like using it as a wah pedal. Of course I was running that left footed, which is really bizarre, but so don't judge. So wah pedal just kind of by itself. And then I was like, well, how does that sound if you turn on the fuzz? So I clicked the fuzz on. And I was like, what happens if you turn on the octave up? And then I was like, what happens if you turn on the octave down? Then I was sound a little like this. All right, so that brings us to where we always go to final thoughts. we love what Keeley does. Keeley always throws some interesting things in their pedals. We've done a lot of other pedals that had the thing it was supposed to do, and maybe the one other thing it was supposed to do, and something else. Mm-hmm. And this is that on steroids. So it was an interesting pedal. There is a lot to it. There's a lot of flexibility to it. You know, if I had one thing to say, it's almost like you pick the one you like the best because all you can really do is engage the fuzz and not engage the fuzz. So if you're going to have this on a board, you're going to have this side on whatever your magical favorite part is, and then you can add the fuzz, right? You'd have to obviously manipulate the pedal to do something else with it. So there's a lot in there. You would just have to make that choice. Because other than the expression pedal, you're not really changing anything on the fly.
That's your tweaker.
Right, you could bend down quick enough, but then I put my glasses on. It'd be a whole thing. Like the set would be over by the time I changed the pedal.
You could have done it in his 20s, but right now
That's right.
It's out of the question.
Way out of the question. But really a cool offering by Keeley, trying to do an homage to one of the great players of all time, and cool graphics, and Keeley does great stuff, and we've enjoyed doing it.
Yeah, for me, it's like you put a lot of my favorite effects in one pedal. Mm-hmm. You know, I like envelope filters. I like octaves. I like the one surprise for me was the octaves. I can't get over that. Like the choice of that. Is that what we call polyphonic octave that tracks real well when we were playing? You can play chords with it.
It's predictable.
Right. It's not that like real high octave up that you would associate with fuzz, but still really cool in the pedal. If you pair it with an expression pedal, you can speed up and slow down the Leslie. So we did that. So there's no ramp feature on it, but with the expression pedal, you have one in your foot. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to add a bunch of that stuff to a pedal board and keep your pedal board kind of small, there's a lot there. If you just wanted a Jimmy in the box to sit in your room and make obnoxious noises, it is definitely in there. You can make some spectacularly wonderful obnoxious noises. So we always say a minute pauses. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hitting the subscribe button, click the notification bell anytime you interact with the show. That really helps us out and helps us make these relationships where we can bring you cool stuff. And I think, with the exception of one more clip,
not to be left out of the wankery and the beautiful sounds that this can make, I grabbed the Les Paul again. I turned the fuzz on. I had octaves slightly down above noon, and just kind of let it all out before it got too late to make noise. But with that, I'm PJ on behalf of the Bearded Mind. No matter what you hear, you never have too much gear.